If you're in your 20s, then you may want to keep watching this video. If you've crossed your 20s, then I'm sure you'll relate to this whole video. Hello everyone, my name is Shramika. Welcome to my channel. I recently entered a new decade of my life. Yes, I turned 30 on May 1st. Well, I had huge dreams, big dreams about my 30th birthday celebrations, and it's safe to say none of them came true, but it was not bad at all. Cannot complain. I had a great time catching up with my friends and family, virtually of course, and I had great time having some yummy cake and pizza, mindfully though. 20s is usually the most defining decade of our life, or that's what I feel so in my limited experience. I have grown a lot in this decade. I can say that I'm totally a different person as a 30-year-old now from this 20-year-old naive girl, and all of the credit goes to the people around me. In this decade, I have made many mistakes and learned a lot of lessons from them. So I thought, why not share 10 of these lessons with you all so that you don't make the same mistakes. Alright, now let's get started. I was never a spendthrift, but I definitely could have learned to invest much earlier. My advice to you if you're in your 20s is that as soon as you start earning, understand your goals in life and start investing as soon as possible. Now I want to highlight the fact that I'm saying investing and not saving. Make sure you don't have more than your emergency fund lying idle in your savings account. I lost a few years of compound interest, which is quite significant loss in the long term. I wish I had understood the importance of investing much earlier in my life. Also, our generation should not blindly follow what our parents' generation did. FDs and PPF may have worked for them, but these alone may not work for us. As Morgan Housel says, personal finance is more personal than finance. So make sure you understand your stand and take action accordingly instead of just blindly following anyone. Health is wealth. Now I have spoken about this in my earlier video as well. You can check it out here. I wish I had started exercising much earlier in my life and paid more attention to my health. I have flat feet, and once I twisted my ankle real bad, which ended up in a bed rest for 2 weeks. Had I been exercising better and paid more attention to my flat feet, I may not have had that experience. Yeah, that's me dancing my heart out in a wedding on a chair thanks to my sprain. In our early 20s, usually, we don't pay much attention to our health, and this comes back to bite us in the future. Trust me. Play long-term goals, as Naval Ravikant, one of my favorite thinkers, says. Everything in life, be it health, wealth, relationships, compound with time. So play long-term games. Think of long-term outcomes of every action that you take and not just short-term results. Generally, the mantra is what feels right in short term may be harmful in the long term, and vice versa. The next lesson is very important. Do not try to please everyone. Till our early 20s, our lives are pretty much parallel with our friends. It is only after the ages of 24, 25 that our lives begin to divert. Few may go out for higher studies, few may get married and sometimes becomes parent immediately. Few may change quick jobs and get higher jumps in salaries. Few may start their own companies. I had done none of these. So according to the society norms, I was a loser. My family thought I am still unmarried, while my friends thought I am just a B.Tech or still in the same job. But the truth of the matter is I did not care much about it. I did not care about what others thought of me, because I did whatever I wanted to do. And I'm glad that I happened to do that, because I wouldn't have been the person I am today had I not taken those choices. Yeah, I think it seems like a rant here, but what I want to say is that don't just do things because others around you are doing those, or others around you want you to do those. Do what you want. Do what you feel in your heart is right. You will be criticized anyway. The biggest decision in your life you will ever take is choosing your life partner. Trust me, there's no bigger decision in life. And I think I made a good choice. Also, I think it is very important for us to talk about various things before saying the final yes. talk about family, life goals, finances, and these days even our political ideology or anything under the sun that seems non-negotiable for both the parties. This brings me to the next point. All relationships, including friendships, are a two-way street and take a good amount of energy, effort, and time to maintain. Some of the relationships are not meant to be, and that is okay. You cannot force anyone to stay in touch with you if they don't want to. Learn to let go. Just because people around us are buying an expensive phone, a bike, a car, or a house doesn't mean we should too. Understand your needs and see what works for you. We should not succumb to any kind of peer pressure for social show off or loan especially. Of course, if it makes financial sense, we can go for it. There's no doubt about that. There are a few skills that we are inherently interested in, and we should not give up on them just because we have grown up. We should certainly not leave the art classes, dance classes, music classes to the childhood alone and pursue them in our adulthood too. I am glad that I joined Toastmasters 5 years back because that gave me a chance to be creative in the field I enjoy the most, public speaking. This brings me to the next point. Experiment. Experiment as much as you can. Make new friends. Go for that solo trip. That's my dream actually. Or anything else that you want to try. Don't hesitate. You only live once. Lastly, we should enjoy this journey called life and not just live for certain goals or milestones. Whatever goal you may have, don't just think that you'll be happy only when you reach that goal. Learn to enjoy this journey towards the goal. Say if you want to run 5 kilometers in 25 minutes, this will only be achieved after you run n number of times. And if you don't enjoy these intermediate runs, you would never be able to achieve that goal of running 5 kilometers in 25 minutes. So enjoy this journey and celebrate little wins on the way. This brings us to the end of this video. If you like these 10 lessons from my life, then please hit that like button and comment below with your birthday wishes for me. And bless me with all your love. Yeah, I'm greedy like that. I'll see you again next week. Until then, happy learning and bye.